Welcome to the Wilde Wealth Way. This podcast is powered by the team at Wilde Wealth Management Group, an award-winning financial services firm that provides comprehensive retirement, investment, real estate, insurance, legal, and tax planning services all under one roof. In each episode, professionals from the firm and our trusted partners will delve into topics ranging from retirement and the stock market to tax planning and insurance. We will even assist getting your kids into college and help get it funded. Welcome to the Wilde Wealth Way. I'm Jackie Yoder, Chief Operating Officer for Wilde Wealth, and I am joined today with Curtis. He is one of our investment advisor representatives here at Wilde Wealth Management Group, and he resides in our Glendale office with us. So thank you, welcome, all those good things. Yeah. It's been a little bit since you have been here, so That's right. Tell me, how was your summer? What'd you do with the kids? All those good things.
So nice to get back to life as normal.
Is it normal?
Well, almost. Finally able to do swim lessons and swim team and all that fun stuff.
Did you guys go on any vacations?
Not really. This year we're trying to keep it close to home.
Yeah.
Maybe in the fall we'll get away a little bit.
Yeah, fall break or something,
that's right.
Sneak out.
That's right.
Well, you actually, you have a lot of clients in New Mexico that you have not seen for over a year and a half now, right?
Yeah, we just a couple weeks ago, I was able to get back and see them. They lifted the restrictions on all the masks and all the travel. I was able to sneak out, and while I was there, they shut it back down again.
Okay.
So I felt kind of lucky to get in and get it out while you could.
How many days were you there?
All week. I usually try to go out there every quarter.
Okay.
And so it's been really pack everything into 1 week. And so it's nice to go to Albuquerque and then up to Santa Fe. And it's a beautiful part of the country.
I love Santa Fe. It's one of my faves. Yeah. So how many clients did you get to see? How was everyone? Were they just so excited? You know,
we've been doing everything over Zoom for a year now. So it's so nice to get back to face-to-face conversations. It's so nice to be able to give somebody a hug and a handshake. And so that's the beautiful side of it. And be able to talk again in real life instead of over Zoom. I feel like I got like a Christmas present early.
Well, it's kind of like our Christmas card, how we did the Zoom theme last year. Like that literally summed up the last year and a half.
That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And hopefully we never have to go back to that again.
Yeah, no, you can count me out on that one. Yeah. Do you have a lot of, what are your clientele? Is it more older up in that part or?
Most of our clientele out there works for big corporations. And many times, most of the time is, if you know anything about New Mexico, it's either going to be the labs or it's going to be a big utility company. And so that's where most of our clients are, right? So they're either 10 years out from retirement or in retirement.
Yeah.
And so that's the majority of our clients. And so and so those people especially, they hated being over Zoom.
Yeah.
Right. And so it's so nice to be able to connect with them again.
Do you have like your next trip planned there yet, or you're not sure?
Yeah, the second week in November, we plan on going back there.
Okay.
It's always nice to get in there after the Bloom Festival.
Okay.
And then because it's beautiful, but my goodness, it's so hard to get anything accomplished during the Bloom Festival, and then before the holidays. So we kind of sneak in again and sneak out before the holidays.
Got it. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No, that's a good time to go. I'm sure.
Yes.
So tell us about, obviously, in September here, you're doing the webinar for us on special needs planning. Can you kind of talk to us about that and the personal side that it has for you? Yeah.
I'm personally really excited about this. A lot of people don't know this, but for me, this was kind of a topic that I jumped all over and signed up immediately for, because I wanted to be the one to head this up. I'm not sure if you know this, but my sister-in-law, she's 2 years older than me, she has Down syndrome.
Okay.
And so for me, it was a personal kind of avenue and a passion product to really teach people what is the need and how do you go through that process. And so yesterday was her 47th birthday, and so she was able to open up her Barney gift, and to see her expression, to see the life on her face, it reminded me just how awesome it is to be able to have those people in our life and to plan for them and their needs when we're not here. And so it's in our family. My mother-in-law has stage 3 breast cancer.
Oh my goodness!
And so it's incredibly important not to do the planning in all families, but especially in ours, is to go through this process. And what I did in the webinar is actually share the process that we go through to plan for the needs that'll come our way.
Yeah. So for anyone watching, why would you tell them to watch this?
The webinar, it really covers really 3 main areas. Mm-hmm. One is providing for the physical needs of the person, right? And it forces you to think about some things that you take for granted, like so in Penny's situation, can she use the bathroom by herself? Can she take medications? Can she dress herself? Can she do her grocery shopping? Right, all these day-to-day activities that we take for granted, and even as a caregiver, you might even not think about some of these things that just happen on a daily basis. And so it's important for you to think about and establish a personal care plan for that person while you're around, but also as things change in life, how is that person going to be protected? Right? And so that's the first step. And then number 2 is having it legally put in place, not just your wishes, but having those legally in place. Mm-hmm. And then the third part of that process is to do the financial planning side and make sure you financially plan for those wishes to actually be able to be funded the right way.
Right.
And so it's a beautiful thing. I don't think in our communities, in our world, it's easy for us to think about or forget about how big an issue this is going to be. Mm-hmm. I think like 1 in 10 elderly people are going to have Alzheimer's. Yeah. 1 out of 10 people are in this world have some sort of disability. Yeah. And so it's a huge need that we don't think about as people, as families, of doing this planning the right way. And so I'm excited about this webinar. Yeah. It's just an intro, right? It's just the beginning stages of starting getting your wheels turned of what to think about for it. But I think it's vital to families to start that process.
I do remember when I sent out, for everyone to present, you definitely were very fast to pick this one. So I know personally, Trevor is actually going through it with a client, and, it's a lot of work. And people don't understand that side of it. So, so I think it's great that you spoke on this topic, and even better that you have that personal connection of knowing, the effects that it can have on someone, right?
Yeah.
So thank you so much for putting it together. So that runs on Wednesday, the 29th, at noon and 6 p.m. You can sign up to watch Curtis's webinar on the special needs planning. So that is our webinar for the month. And I want to say thank you for coming. And I don't know, what's next?
Well, I'm excited about the fall festivities.
The fall festivities, me too.
Yeah. Finally get a chance to. Yep. It's the first day of fall when we're recording this right now. I'm like, oh my goodness.
I know.
Finally, it's here.
And it's been cold in the mornings. 70s.
I love it. Love it.
Yeah.
It's the best.
Yeah. So, well, thank you so much again. And it's always a pleasure to be with you and your bow ties. So thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you for joining the Wilde Wealth Way. If you would like to meet with one of our trusted advisors, please go to www.wildewealth.com or call our office at 480-361-6203. You can find our show notes from today's show at www.wildewealth.com/podcast.